Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Camp Light 200 at Daytona International Raceway. We're racing the trucks here tonight. And they're just getting ready to go off the grid. On your point, you have Stephen Kirby. Zach Ward is in the second position. John Ledger is in third. Matthew Karakoff is in fourth. William Curran is in fifth. Evan Amick is in sixth. Ty Bostic is in seventh. Justin Moyers is in eighth. Steve Moorman is in ninth. Philip Beaver is rounding out the 10th position. In 11th is Elliot Swoop. John Z, I apologize for your last name, can't pronounce it at this moment, is in 12th. 13th position is Ryan Pittman. Brian Swoop is in 14th. Craig Bridge is in 15th. Wes Gallo is in the 16th position. Max Troyne is in 17th. Daniel Green is in 18th. Greg Stone, 19th. Jeff Narrow is in the 20th position. David Watts, 21st. 22nd is Mark Ward. Jeffrey Belk is 23rd. Kane Vandermark is 24th. Brandon Fielder is 25th. Pete Woodrum is in 26th. Luke Bullard is 27th. Corey Goodall is in 28th. 29th is Travis Murgard. 30th is Jeff Laraway. And we are coming to the green. Green, 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 and off we are racing. Okay, right off the bat, we have Stephen Kirby in the lead, followed by Zachary Ward. Looks like the Toyota's down to the low side, making the line on the inside. John Ledger is in pushing him. Stevens getting the big push by John. And here we are. I do apologize. We had a couple of technical difficulties from the get-go. We were going to do a couple of interviews at the first of the race, but that just didn't happen. So here we are. We're racing on the second lap of 80 laps. Stephen Kirby definitely has a good lead out front. The bottom line is definitely pulling away from the outside line. The outside line is trying to pick up some more trucks to try to get something happening. Jump up to the chopper view, see if we can take a look. He has about a 7 or 8 car lead over the outside line at this moment in time. I'm going to take a look back and see what's going on closer to the back of the pack. with Eric Olson at the back. He's getting a good view. The one car down on the inside, though, I was wondering what that was doing down there. He kind of got pushed down a little bit. Eric's just kind of getting a real good view of the rest of the pack. It's a good place to start the race as long as you don't get caught up in someone else's mistakes. You can kind of ride along in the back, save fuel, and make something happen closer to the end of the race. All right, let's jump up to the middle of the pack there and see what's going on with the 4 car. Let's see what Kane is doing. What he sees out his windshield. Oh, we have a car on the inside. That's the 95, I do believe. Oh, 95's gone for a bit of a slide. Let's take a quick look, go back and see what happened to him. He got down on that apron, driving along on the apron, and he just kind of got half on the apron, half on the flat, and that just does not work really well. But he didn't have any trouble. He saved it. He went up again, tried to get up again, but on the corner, it's really hard to transcend back onto the racetrack. So he's all right, but he's going to be a few minutes behind the rest of the pack. As you can see, the pack's just driving away from him. So he's going to have a little bit of work trying to catch up with the rest of the pack. All right, we'll go back up to the leader, see how he's making out. Steven still has a lot of control on the inside. The outside line is yet to come to him. There's no real issues at all. Definitely, John Lidger is definitely giving him a good push there. Just want to touch base with our sponsor. Camp Light is our sponsor for tonight's race at Daytona. It's the Camp Light 200. Love, inspire, give hope, and teach. That's what the camp is all about. All right, jump back down into the race again. We'll take a look and see. Stephen Kirby still has a commanding lead on the front of the pack. That outside line is trying to make something happen, but it's just not coming into play at anytime soon. It's keeps looking, it's trying, but it's just not making anything happen. I jump down to Zachary Ward. He's on that outside line. He's second car back, trying to push the Beaver. But Philip Beaver just doesn't seem to have the speed needed to get up there. The 00 is on his tail, trying to push Zach. The rest of the pack is coming, but they're just not getting enough to get up by him. Although they are starting to pull away now. But they're still not getting enough room. We did have a change of leader, though. John Legier has jumped up into the lead. He has the 81 of William Corwin pushing him. We have a lap car in the distance. John's still far away from him, though. I'll go back and take a look at the 4 car and see where he is and see what he can see out of his windshield. He's heading back about mid-pack. Up to the blimp. Take a look. Everyone's really minding their P's and Q's. They're just kind of riding along at this moment in time. It is an 80-lap race. We are only 12 into it. So it should be a good race. But then again, cautions do tend to breed cautions. So it's hard to say what could happen further down the line. I mentioned to the boys there a little bit earlier if they wanted to come in and chat during the race to go up into the waiting room, and I would keep an eye out to see if they're in the waiting room. But I don't see anyone in there at the moment wanting to chat. I think they're a little bit all preoccupied at the moment, just trying to get this all under control. We got some Twitch followers tonight. Outlaw Auger. Let's go Travis Murgard. What truck is Murgard in? I don't see his name up there. I will see if I can find them for you. Just a moment. I'm actually not finding Travis Murgard in the race at all here at this moment in time. Mrs. Ledger said, get on it, Mr. Ledger. Well, he's definitely in the front of the pack at the moment, showing them the way to go. I'm going to take a look back and see where Wes is at the moment. He's still on the outside line, still trying to push Philip Bieber to the outside. See if they can make something happen. They do have a bunch of trucks following them, but no one's really close enough to really pick up the draft and get that outside line moving at all. Go back up to the leader. He's sitting nice and comfortable out in the front. I think it might be time to crank it up a little bit. Okay, we have a lot of cars coming in for pit lane. Everyone's trying to get some fuel. See if we can jump in with a couple of these cars here and see what's going on. That's 17, the 1, the 10, 69. A lot of cars on pit lane coming out. They're all coming back out on the line. No, they're all coming out together. Last thing you want to do is come out of the pits by yourself and lose the draft. There's one truck coming out late. That looks like the 1. Let's see if we can catch up with the 1 to see how he makes out. He's just coming out now. He does have some people to draft with. He picked up some cars that are coming off the pit lane as well. So he should be okay. That's Peter Woodrum. So he should be okay coming out because he got the 17 right in front of him and the 69. So he should be all right for drafting, to get a little bit of drafting help. Last thing you want to do at Daytona is be out there by yourself because you will definitely not make very good time. All right, where we at? Back up with the leader. Leader's coming into the pits. It's the 109 Stephen Kirby. 26 of Steve Mormon is coming right in behind him. Let's just follow along with Stephen Kirby, see what he does, see if he just gets some fuel. I'm expecting. I don't expect him to get tires. Just got to get a splash of gas and away he goes. We jump back over. Jump back to pit lane for a moment. Everyone's back off the pit lane now. We'll go back up to the leader. Oh, we have a caution. See what the caution came out for. Looking for the caution. I don't see it at this moment in time. Lap 20. I can't seem to find the caution. I'm going to grab on to Zach and see if I can find out what's going on. See if the caution came out for a designated caution. Hey, Zach, Jared up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Not too bad. I'm looking for that caution. I didn't see it. Or is that one that was thrown by the league?
No, that it happened somewhere. I don't know what happened either. There was smoke off of 2, but I don't know. I'm not sure if maybe somebody spun getting off of pit road and blocked the track a little bit. But the stage yellow is going to be after lap 28.
Lap 28.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Yep, so at the end of lap 28, we'll be throwing the stage yellow.
Alrighty. No, it's been a pretty good race so far. Are you finding any drafting help? I see you were in the outside line there trying to push Philip Beaver, but you weren't really getting enough help there. Do you think you're going to get some help further on?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping so. The top is normally pretty dominant here. I just feel like we couldn't get enough energy going on the top, like we were all kind of spaced out. So, yeah, I mean, these last, we should be should have about 6 green flag laps here with people fighting for stage points, so it should be pretty interesting. But definitely going to be kind of aggressive here, trying to get those stage points.
Right on, right on. Okay, so you're getting about 21 laps per a tank of fuel. Just wanted to check on that as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, give or take, like 20, like 20 and 22, somewhere in there. Depends on if you're leading or if you're just kind of riding around in the draft.
All right, man. Well, I'm going to throw you back down, and yeah, have a good race, and we'll definitely enjoy seeing you come to the front if you can.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, hopefully we're talking to you later.
All right, man. Talk to you in a bit.
Have a good one.
All right, that was Zach Ward up in the booth, just filling us in on a couple of questions. Again, we did not see where that caution was. I seen some smoke, but the car must have spun out and then got back on the track and corrected himself. I could not find it at all. I apologize to the viewers. We had a little bit of a rough start. We're broadcasting both on YouTube and Twitch this evening. One of them did have a little bit of problems. We had to shut it off, turn it back on, shut it off again. So we did miss a little of the preliminary stuff that we were planning on doing this evening. But hopefully by next week, we'll have that all straightened out. And next Thursday night, the trucks will be at Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta. So definitely be there to check that out. And if you like the broadcast, feel free to subscribe, because it looks like I'll be doing this for the rest of the season and all the way till November. So get your weekly fix of the truck series. Okay, so we're back lining up again. Stephen Kirby is back in the lead. Marty Calvert is in second. Steve Mormon is in third. William Kerwin is in fourth. Ty Bostic is in fifth in the 22nd car. John Ledger is in sixth in the 19 car, and he's definitely a fast truck. Greg Stone is in third. Elliott Swoop is in eighth in the 33. Luke Bullard is in the 9th car. And Philip Beaver, who was leading the outside line for most of the first of the race, is in 10th spot. All right, the lights are off on the pace truck. One more lap around. Everyone's tightening it up. Let's see if they can get something happening this second time around. Again, I believe on lap 28 there will be a caution. So let's see if we get these next 4 or 5 races in. And let's see if we can get something happening. We're always racing for the laps. They're cleaning up the back of the pack. Everyone's running along 2 by 2. Again, Stephen Kirby on the outside, but he is your leader. No, I apologize. He's on the inside. That's actually Marty Calvert on the outside in the 16 car. Had the sun in my eyes. I didn't quite see who was who. Okay, we're coming around the 4th turn now. The pace car should be going off any second. Pace truck's off. Green, green, green. And we're racing. Everyone looks good going into turn 1. Long sweeping turn, going out of turn 2 onto the backstretch. Have Marty Calvert on the outside. He's definitely looking to take it away from Stephen Kirby. Stephen's getting a big push from the 26, Steve Mormon. And once again, it's the inside line that's going to take the lead and going to walk away from the pack. Outlaw Gar, I'm going to take a look again, but I can't seem to find his name anywhere. Oh, we have a wiggle. He saves it though. He's still doing good going back in turn 1. This is Ledger saying, come on, baby, you can win this. Obviously talking to John. But the 109, Stephen Kirby, he's in the lead. We got 25 out of 80 laps down. Coming around for the green. I shouldn't say the green. Coming around to the stripe. It could be a green stripe. But at any rate, Stephen is walking away from everybody else. He's got a good push by the 26. Let's see if we get a couple more angles here. TVs, what's going on? Definitely a lead on the inside line. Let's go back into the 54 car, see what David Watts is seeing. Go back into the one of Pete Woodrum. He's just riding along on the inside line there. Everyone seems to be just riding around at the moment. No real problems with anybody. Jump on up to the 64. That's the 64, Eric Olson on the inside. I see the 77 of Evan Amick. He's just not in the, he's getting in there. Oh, we had this. Oh, that was close. That was very close. He almost nailed him and almost could have sent him for a ride. He definitely did some driving to save that and lock it up just in time. But that did split up the field a little bit. As you can see, there's definitely a gap in the back there now. Oh, we have an accident. We have a crash. Looks like the 6. We'll go back and see if we can find out what's going on. Actually, it's the 9, actually. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to the 9. Get up the chopper view right above him. They're all getting a little snaky. Oh, the 16 got tapped by the 33, it looked like. Spun around, caught the 9. So it was the 16 and the 9 get all messed up in that. See if we can see a different angle of that now. Yes. 2 trucks around. Yes, the 16 got into the 9. 97 was involved. The 33. I don't think it would classify as the big one, but it was definitely a problem. All right, we're going to go back out. See if we can grab on to Stephen Kirby. Oh, he's coming into the pits. He's going to get some tires. Let's kind of follow him along for a minute. Everybody's coming in. It's lap 29 out of 80. By the looks of it, everyone's coming into pit lane this time around. No one's staying out at this moment in time. The question will be, who's getting off pit lane first? It looks like Steven's going to be able to get out first. I'm going to go see if I can grab on to him. Hey, Steven, you got a copy? Hey, Steven, it's Art up in the booth here. You got a copy, bud?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, how's it doing out there at the front of the pack?
Yeah, it feels good, man. Way better than being in the middle, I'm sure. So hopefully we can keep it up here.
Yeah, we had a small accident for Daytona. We had a small accident. I wouldn't say it was the big one, but there was 4 or 5 trucks involved in it. It was yeah, a little crazy, but it wasn't the big one by any means.
Yeah, well, that's good. Hopefully, be nice not to see a big one, but it is Daytona, so we probably will. But hopefully we can miss that one ourselves here.
Right on. You got any more strategy for going forward, or are you just going to try to get as much drafting help as you can, keep moving it?
Yeah, no, we'll see. We'll kind of see how it plays out. You know, a lot of things change everything, but you know, we'll see how it plays out. If we stay green and have green flag pit stops, which I hope we do, kind of spread everybody out. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. So we'll see how it plays out, though.
All right, man. Well, the best of luck. Now I got a question for you. What group were you with? Were you with JDM or were you with Philmar?
Yeah, no, with Philmar, with Philip Beaver and Marty Calvert.
All right, I'll drag you back down there. Thank you for the chat, man.
All right, thanks.
All right, man. Good luck.
Thanks, sir.
All right, well, that's a little note from the leader. Let's see how well he can maintain the lead now that everybody's pulled in. You still have some cars on pit lane just coming off now. A few of them did collect tires. Although on Daytona, as a rule, you don't really need tires. But once you get 30 or 40 laps on, I mean, if you can grab some tires, if you get the time, by all means, you should be taking them. All right, let's go back up to the leader now. The lights look to be off the pace truck. And once again, Stephen Kirby's in the lead. That's the 26 of Steve Mormon on the outside. Zach Ward is on the inside in place 3. Kane Vandermark is in the 4th position. Wes Gallo is in the 5th position on the inside. Brandon Fielder is on the 6th on the outside. Ty Bostic in the 22 is in 7th. William Kerwin is in the 81 and 8th. Philip Beaver is in 60. And Zachary Allen is in 10th spot in the 24. And they are coming to the green. Pace truck should be pulling off here. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. And green, green, green. And once again, Stephen Kirby's got a heck of a jump. But Steve on the outside wants to get that outside line working. Everyone looks good. Oh, we have a new leader, the 26. Steve Mormon just jumped out into the lead. But then we have the 4. The 4 is going forward as well. Kane Vandenberg is looking at the outside, trying to get on the outside if he can. Dropping down low. He is now the new leader on the low side. The 39. The 39's up there looking. That's Brandon Fielder. Trying to get something more out of the outside line. The outside line had a good push. Everyone just keeps wanting to push it a little bit harder, a little bit farther. We got the Chev pushing the Toyota on the outside. Going against the Chev on the inside of Kane. And the 81 of William Kerwin pushing the 39 of Brandon Fielder on the outside. They're pretty tight. The front pack is really tight up front. You have a little bit of a gap in the middle of the pack. But they're definitely fighting for the lead. Oh, and the 39 just jumped down. So the Toyota to the lead on the inside. That opened the door for William Kerwin on the outside. And he's pulling away with the 24 pushing him. Zachary Allen in the 24 pushing the 81 of William Kerwin. Trying to make it happen on the outside line. We have the 1 up there too, Pete Waldrum. He's on the outside line. The 3 of them pushing. We're going to see if they can do something with it. Everyone's maintaining their distance. No one's doing anything crazy. The 24's got a little bit of a wobble though. He's trying to stay on the back of the 81, but he's definitely having trouble matching up the bumper. The 1 comes in and gives him a big push. But it's not helping at all because the inside line has definitely got the push at the moment. Brandon is happy where he is, and he has Kane pushing him. It's going to be very hard for William to get that outside line to get going again. He had it. They had it, I guess, the whole crew of them on the outside, but it just went away on them now. It's a tight finish, though, boys. They're right there. Going around 3, going into 4. All right, jump back into the 24 car. Take a look at his windshield. Take it and see what he's looking at. He's right there behind Kerwin. And the 24, Zachary Allen, is definitely pushing William. He's got a long run on the outside again. I know 39 of Brandon Fielder doesn't like that very much. Oh, he just dropped down. So Williams now down on the inside line. That opens the door for the 24 to see if he can do anything with it. You got the one pushing him. See if he can get around the corner. They're definitely changing a lot of positions in the front of the pack. I don't really want to leave the front of the pack to see what was going on. Further back, they all look pretty good. Everyone's minding their P's and Q's. All the action right now, ladies and gentlemen, is at the front of the pack. Everything going on. Oh, everyone looks good. This is some quite tight racing right now, and we're not even halfway. We're one lap away from halfway. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That was a whole route. Oh, this is the big one. This is the big one. There's a lot of cars, a lot of trucks in this. A lot of people into it. Looks like it started with the 24. We'll go back and take a look. We'll go back and take a look and see what happened. Everyone's starting to clean up and get back out on the track. Okay, let's back up here and let's take a look. See what happened. Let me get into chopper. Oh, okay. Back up just a hair. Let's take another look at that. Looks like the 39 and the 1 got a little sideways, a little loose. Came up, caught the back bumper of the 24. 24 went up into the 1. That was it. Whoa, he rolled over. He's over. There's a lot of trucks left into this. Oh my. Oh my, a lot of people will be going to the pit lane to get some fast repairs or get some tires or definitely check their Pampers because definitely, it was a heck of a ride right there. They were just everywhere. Wow, that's a heck of a ride for the 24. You know, we have another car up there. It looked like, yes, there was cars everywhere. I'll go up and take a look and see if I can find out who that other car was. Oh my goodness. Just too much carnage to try to figure out who the heck I'm going to try to watch. No, he made it through. Looked like the 00. Looks like the 00 went up onto its lid as well. Let's go back and take a look and see if we can follow the 00 here for a second. Fast forward a little bit. Okay. There's the 00. Okay, 00. Yes, he did. He flipped it as well. He went for a ride. That's Michael Karakoff, I believe, in the 00. So yes, there's a lot of carnage out here for all the vehicles. Everyone's on pit lane. Everyone's getting repairs. Double Zero's getting 4 tires all the way around, probably a fast repair, and he's got going back out onto the track. All right, let's jump up with the leader. And the leader is still showing as William Kerwin. let's see what angle we have for him. 81, just Williams still in the lead, followed by the 39 of Brandon Fielder. Kane Vandermark is in third. Zachary Ward is in fourth. Ryan Swoop is in the 69 and fifth spot. Evan Amick in the 77 is in sixth. Wes Gallo is in seven. John Ledger is in the 19 in the eighth position. Philip Beaver is in the 60 in the ninth position. And Greg Stone is in the 3 in the 10th position. So a lot of those guys are still maintaining where they were for a while, but there was a lot of carnage at the front of the field there. Wes Gallo, I think he's been in 7th position for most of the race. He's just basically being a good boy, minding his P's and Q's, and just hoping this thing gets over with before he gets involved in anybody else's mistakes. Looks like the lights are off on the pace car. That means we have one more lap to go around. There's still a bunch of cars on pit lane, still trying to get off pit lane. Yep, they're all getting off pit lane. They should be able to make it around. The pack is only going into turn 2 at the moment, so that'll clear off pit lane. Leaders on the backstretch. All the cars are gathering themselves up in the middle of the backstretch. This will be it, 1 to go. So once again, William Kerwin is still out in the front, followed by Brandon Fielder on the outside. Both of these trucks have been fairly quick this second section of the race. The second half, I should say. Actually, all top 6 or 7 of them there, they've actually all been maintaining fairly well to the front of the pack. Top 10. Although we do have a few new people slipping in. Okay, so pace car's about to go off. Get ready. Get ready. And go, 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 boys. We're racing again. All right. William and Brandon at the front, and they're just fighting each other for it. Looks like the 39 of Brandon's has jumped out and down to the inside. But now William has jumped to the outside, followed by Zach. Zach is pushing him, along with the 3 of Greg Stone. All 3 of them and the 9. So 4 of them. Luke Bullard bringing up the rear. They're going to try to make that outside line work. And they're definitely pulling away. The 4-car Kane and the 39 of Brandon just slipping back a little bit on the inside. Definitely Williams got a fast truck here today. Drafting help is definitely helping him. Here we go. Looks like Zach has now jumped down low, looking to get out in the front. Now back up in front of William to take his place as the leader. Oh, he's working both sides of the field. He's racing more out of his rear window than he is out of his windshield. Trying to stay ahead of the pack. 36 laps to go. They will have to pit again for fuel, at the very least. I'm sure a lot of them are thinking, I hope there's a caution as long as I'm not in it. Right about lap 45 would be perfect. That way they get enough to get fuel in to get the rest of the way. Okay, there's William back out in the front again. Zach has dropped back on the inside. Williams getting a big push from Greg Stone on the outside. The 9 is right there. Luke Bullard trying to give him a little bit of help if he can. The 97's up into it. Oh, we have a caution. Caution on the track. Trying to find out where it is. I don't see it at this moment in time. I had to back through the pack a little bit just to kind of see where the problem was, but I'm not really seeing where the caution would be. I'll have to do a little rewind here, try to see if I can find out where the caution was and what happened. Oh, I see it back there. See if I can find out what happened here. Let's see if we can take a look. Get a better angle on it. Take a look at the 78 truck. He seemed to be involved in it. Not a real good angle right there. Let's back it up a little bit. Looked like 29. 29 got tapped. And that's all she wrote. It looks like the 20 got tapped, actually. I apologize. 20, the 78, the 99. A lot of trucks. Oh, getting hit by the side. A lot of trucks got involved in that as well. Go back up to the end here. There's the 5, Zach coming in. Let's see if he's getting tires or if he's just going to get a splash of gas right now and go. A lot of trucks coming in. I'm sure everyone just wants to top up with fuel. It's a little bit early for getting fuel with 33 to go. They'll still have to stop again for fuel one more time. Only a few cars left on the pack. Let's go up and take a look. See where the leader is. The leader is in the middle of the backstretch. Lights are still on, so they have another lap at least. Looks like Zach is in the front. Zachary Ward is in the lead, followed by the 81, William Kerwin. Those two are definitely running at the front of the pack quite often here. Then we also have Brandon Fielder, the 39 car. He's definitely maintaining pace with the top 5 or 6. Kane Vandermark, he's up there. Wes Gallo, he's up to 5th. Greg Stone's in 6th. Philip Beaver's still up there in the top 10 in 7th place. Brian Swoop, now he's jumped into the top 10 in 69 car in 8th spot. And Evan Mick, he's in the 77 in 9th. And Justin Moyers, he is in the 11 car in number 10. All right, the lights are off on the pace car. There's still quite a few cars on the pit lane. Take a quick look. A lot of people coming in last minute for a little bit of splash of gas, and away they go. Back up to the leader. Lights are off on the pace truck. Again, they're only going into turn 2, so they still have plenty of time to drop in the pits, grab a little bit of fuel. All the guys that are at the back of the pack, it's not going to hurt them any. Grab some fuel and away they go. We have another caution. If one of these fellas hang out at the front of the pack without getting too much damage, I may pull one of them up here and just to see how the race is going so far. I hate doing that because you get the broadcaster curse sometimes. You pull in someone and say, oh, they're doing great. And within the first 5 or 6 laps, you see them wreck out. So we definitely don't want to curse anyone. But it'd be fun to see what their thoughts are at this moment in time with the second half of the race counting down. Let's see how they're going to make out. So Zachary Ward is taking the outside line on the restart by the looks of things. He's giving William Kerwin the inside line. Okay. Pace truck's off. Get ready. Get ready. Go, go, go. And we're racing again. All right. We get a long line on the inside line. We got a few cars that are lapped down. Well, we have 31 laps to go. There's always a possibility you get a lucky dog, get your lap back. So I wouldn't count any of these guys out as of yet. Looks like Zach has dropped back a little bit. Opened the door for William to take the inside line. Showing the way home. Oh, Zach is making a little bit of progress on the outside again now. Looks like he has the 4 car pushing him, if I'm not mistaken, of Kane Vandermark on the outside pushing Zach. Meanwhile, William on the inside has got the 39 of Brandon Fielder pushing him. "30 laps to go, coming to the line. The pack is all tightening back up again. We have a lap car in the distance, or will be a lap car in the distance. Hopefully he'll go high and stay out of the pack's way. I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is awfully tight racing. You'd almost think that they're racing for the last 5 laps, but they still have 29 laps to go. Zach is playing the field. He's going inside, outside. Whatever line seems to be moving, that's the one that he's going to jump down in front of. So he's now back in the lead, being pushed by William in the 81 car. And lap car is pulling off to the inside. I'm sure the entire package appreciates that for sure. The inside line is definitely making some time up. Looks like the 4 of Kane Vandermark is on the outside. I believe he's getting a push by the 3 car, yes, of Greg Stone. But I don't know if they have enough speed to come up to the inside line and catch up with them. You know, Zachary, William, and Brandon, they've had fast trucks all day long. And they're definitely making that inside line work for them. There's a pack of 4 on the outside, but they're not making any time. They're slipping back. That inside line is definitely moving. I don't know what to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very intense race. I don't know what happened there. What happened to my screen? We lost everything. We lost our feed. I have no idea. Just bear with me. I'll see if I can get this fixed. Bear with me. I will be right back. Shannon, I lost my feed. What the hell? Ah. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We're bringing it back online as fast as we possibly can. I have no idea what happened, but we are working behind the scenes here trying to get this fixed and jump back into the race as soon as possible. Please stand by. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back onto the track again. Still trying to figure out what the heck happened. We lost a lot of our feed. We have Trading Paints coming back up again. All right. Again, I have no idea what happened on that. I don't even know if I can bring up this previous crash that brought out the yellow. No, I cannot, because we were offline. Again, I have no idea what the technical difficulty was there. And hopefully we don't have it again. All right, so under yellow, Zachary Ward still in the lead. William Curran is in second. The 39 of Brandon Fielder is in 39 in the third spot. Craig Bridge is up to the fourth spot in the 94. Wes Gallows in fifth. Greg Stone is in the sixth position in the 3-car. The 4-car, Kurt Vandermark is in seventh. Philip Beaver in the 60 is in eighth. Evan Amick in the 77 is in ninth. And John Z in the 95 is in 10th. John, I will definitely have to learn from you how to pronounce your name. I do apologize. And I definitely apologize for whatever happened to make me crash and lose my video feed. I only lost iRacing. I did not lose to my computer. I did not lose anything else at all. Just iRacing just jumped, and that was it. I have no idea, but we're back online now, and we have everything to go, and we have 23 laps to go. It looks like Zachary Ward is still in the lead. Just checking a few of my dials and switches here, ladies and gentlemen, but it appears everything is normal. So let's see what we can do with this thing. John Ledger, he is back in the 16th position. Just kind of keeping an eye on him. His girlfriend or wife is in Twitch, wanting to know what he's doing. So it looks like he's doing good out there. But he was running at the front. Let's see if we can get back up there. It is Daytona, so you just never know. All right, the lights are off on the pace truck. We're in the middle of the backstretch. What's going through everyone's mind? Should I go low? Should I go high? Who's going to draft with me? Who's going to push me? Who's going to push me without wrecking me by hitting my bumper too hard? All the questions as a driver, because you got to look in the front of you and you also got to look behind you, because you need to know that you have a buddy behind you. It's all about making friends when you're at Daytona. Every lap you might have a new friend. All right, we're coming back down. Pace truck could be pulling off. A lot of cars in the inside lane. All right. Get ready, get ready. Go, 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 green. There we go. We're racing again, boys. Looks like it's William Kerwin up front. I have to take a quick look. C81 in the 5. 81 to William. He got the lead on him right at the moment, but Zach is definitely making a move on the outside again. He has the 16 of Marty Calvert giving him a big push. The 7 of West Gallo behind him. And Kane Vandermark is also back there giving a big push on the outside. Definitely making the outside line work. It's not working real well for William Kerwin on the inside line. But that doesn't matter too much because he seems to pick that back up again. He's definitely been running in the top 1 or 2 positions all day for most of the day here. And I get a feeling he's going to be coming back. He's going to make that inside line work. But the 16 definitely under the bumper of Zach. He's just definitely giving him a big push on the straightaway. Let's off in the corner. And then to get right back onto the tail end of him again. Trying to lock it in, give him a big push across the start-finish line. Into the dog leg. Heading up towards turn 1. We have 5 trucks out in front of the inside line. None of them are going back down, though. They're all staying up high. They like that outside line. They think it's a little bit faster. And it can be. If you got the right trucks to draft with you, that outside line could definitely fly. Personally, I like the inside line, but I know that the outside line can be a heck of a lot faster if you have the right combination of trucks. I jump up in the chopper here and take a look overhead and see what we got here. So we'll have the overhead view. We have the 60 drop down in front of Williams pushing the 60 now. Looks like the 97, 99. Is that behind him? No, it's the 39. I apologize. Let's go to the 39. Take a look at his windshield. See what he sees. He's right there, 4th back in the inside line. He's pushing on the back Kerwin. Like I say, you can see out the windshield of his truck here how hard it is to get on the back bumper and stay on the bumper. You cannot do it. You're just like there's Vaseline on everybody's bumpers, and as soon as you get to it, you just slide off the side. Like the air and the aerodynamics that come into play, it just makes it so very hard to get on the back bumper and lock yourself in. It's just like following a snake down the road. And then when the guy in front of you touches slightly to the left or to the right, well then you go slightly to the left or to the right, but you always go a little bit more or a little bit less than the other guy. And the guy behind you is trying to do the exact same thing. So this is where you get the snake tail, the dog tail, whatever you want to call it. You just start snaking up the track. Anyway, that's my opinion. Let's go back and take a look at the big picture. See what's going on up front with all these guys. We got Zachary still in the lead. He's still being pushed by Marty. But the 07 West Gallo, look at him making a big shove on the inside here now. He's getting a big push by the 60, Philip Beaver. He's definitely giving Wes a little bit of drafting help. He actually was first coming across the line on that time around. We only have 15 laps to go now, though. So Wes is in the lead with 15 laps to go. Can he hang on to it, or is Zach going to give him something to think about? Because Zach is awfully fast on that outside line. He really likes running that outside line by the looks of things. Or is there going to be another caution? Oh, Wes is dropping back. Zach's got a big push on the outside again. The 5, the 16, the 4, 95, the 97, they're all doing a good job creating just enough draft to make sure that Zach stays up front and gets going. I think that's what Wes needs on the inside. He needs a little bit of a push. If he can get it from William and Phillip. If the 3 of them, 4 of them can get hooked up, I believe that's the 39 behind him, a Brandon Fielder. If the 4 of them can get hooked up, they should have something for them on the outside line. Oh, man. Everybody's nice and running good lines. No one's getting crazy or pushing and shoving. So the lines look good. We might just be able to get a few more laps in before we have any more problems. 13 to go. 13 might as well be 113 though for some of these drivers. I'm sure that they're feeling it. They definitely want to get this thing over with. Zachary's still on the outside. He's still doing good. Wes is definitely falling back a little bit. He's got a little bit more speed in the turn, but not enough to get past Zach. Zachary Ward definitely knows how to run this truck on the outside line and pick up some speed. Definitely having the 16 give him a good shove through there. That's definitely helping him as well, though. We have a lap car right up in the distance. Let's take a look out windshield of Zach. How close are you to that lap car? That lap car is up there. We're going to see you jump into Wes's windshield. Oh, Wes is no longer in the lead. Calvert's in the front of him now. In the 16. I'm just wondering if they're going to have trouble when they get up to this lap car. Go back to static. Take a look. We're down to 12 to go. 11 to go coming across the line now. The 4 is looking on the outside of the 5, taking a look and saying, hey, can I get out around you? 11 to go. Usually when you get down to about 4 or 5 to go, that's when people start making all the crazy decisions. That lap car may definitely come into play here in a moment. They're getting closer and closer to him. Go up in the chopper and take a look from the overhead. What's he going to do? I believe it's a 36 of Corey Goodall. He's down 3 laps, it says. He's staying high, letting all the pack go around him. Maintaining a high line. That's good. Going to jump back in the pack a little bit. Oh, what do we got down here? There's the 51 car down in the inside there a little bit. Oh, we have an accident. We have an accident up front. Caution's not out yet. That's the 97. The 97 was 3 wide, right in the middle. Then into the 39. Oh, the 3 just lifted over top of the hood of them. Just rode over top of them, but they're all on the infield, so the flag did not come out. So we're still racing, ladies and gentlemen. We'll back up with the leader. We're still racing. The yellow flag did not come out. All the cars that were in the accident stayed on the inside of the track. They did not cross back across the double yellow line, did not get in the way of the drivers on the track itself. iRacing did not throw the yellow for that. So this is what you get. Oh, there's the 3 on the infield, though. And he's gone to the pits. He's towed himself to the pits. We're still right. Okay, now we have the caution. Oh, now they're wrecking there. Looked like Wes Gallows was around. Let's go back and take a look at Wes and see what happened to him. Wes was on the outside, or the inside. Oh! All right, let's go back up to the chopper then. See if we can take a little bit better view of that. Looks like the 4. The 4 got tagged from behind. You got a little sideways and stakey. Got in the back end of West, spun West around. Who else was involved in that? Let's take a look and see. I believe it was the 95 or the 81 that got in the back. The 81 got in the back of the 4 of Kane. Yes, William got in the back of Kane's car, put him sideways, put him into West. Definitely some carnage, definitely some damage. All right, let's go back up to the leaders again. Zachary's still in the lead with only 7 laps to go. I believe there's 3 green-white checker attempts, but I don't think Zachary wants to see any of them. I think he wants to get to the lead, get these last 7 laps done, and just be done with it. I don't think he wants to be involved in any more carnage, any more drama today. I feel bad for Wes Gallo because he was just minding his own business, tooling along, and then he just got nailed. But he's in the pits now, back in 26th position. He was running in the top 10. He was doing very well for a while. All right, so all the leaders are coming in there now. Let's see what Zachary's going to do. Zachary Ward, let's see what he's going to do. Is he going to bother with tires? Is he just going to get a splash of gas? What's going to be happening with him? By the looks of things, splash of gas only. And away he goes. I don't think he came back out in first, but I could be wrong. Mad dash off of pit lane. Looks like everyone went in for a splash of gas. Certainly a good amount of drivers did. 6 laps to go this time around. Looks like the Toyota's in the lead, or is he just waiting for the wave around? There's the 20 up front. The 16's up front. There's the 5. It's still showing Zachary Ward as the leader. But it's quite possibly that the 16 has jumped ahead of him. I see John Ledger is back in the 10th position in the 19 car, working his way back up. He had a really fast car earlier in the day. Let's see if he can do anything with it now. With only 6 laps to go, probably 5 laps to go when we get around and catch the green. The lights are still on the pace car, so that means we're going to probably be down to 5 laps to go. Let's go back and see. There, where's the 19? Where are you at? There's the 19 there. Looking out his windshield. He's back right behind the U.S. Army truck of the 66. He's on the inside lane. Let's go back up to the leader then. Leader looks like it's Marty Calvert. Zachary Ward is in the 2nd position. Once again, Zachary likes his outside line, so that's where he's going to go. All the trucks are looking good. They're getting into their 2 lines nicely. There's a couple cars that did the wave around that are coming up. They'll catch up before we get to the green flag. Everyone's looking good. They're all pacing well. Going into turn 3. It looks like Zachary has Kane on his back bumper, giving him a shove. And then the 9 behind him of Luke Bullard. So those 3 might be able to get a big jump on the outside line. Pace truck is off. Here we go. Green, green, green. We're going. Marty got a big jump on the lead right from the get-go. Zachary has fought back before, so we'll just take a look and see what he can do with it. He only has one other helper behind him, the 4 car. The 9 is catching up. Going to tag in. Going to get that drafting help from the 9. There they go. My goodness, Zachary has a fast truck when he's got help. Without a doubt. Marty's going to do all he can do to hang on. The 81 of William right behind him. Then you have the 22 in there too of Ty Bostic. Haven't talked much about him today, but he's definitely up there in the top pack. He's definitely could be a contender. We have 4 laps to go coming across the line. I'm going to have to make sure I take notes to see who's in what position when we do get across the line here. Okay, there's Zachary. Zachary dropped down low. He doesn't drop down low that often, but with only 3 laps to go, that may be a strategy. Trying to stay ahead. And look at the lead he's got. He's just taken off. He's just taken off from the rest of the pack. But we have Yellow back out on the track. Let's take a look. Oh, right back there. Right there at the back of the pack. Okay, let's go back and take a look. See if we can find that accident. Looks like the 26. Let's go back and take a look at the 26 and see if we can find out what's going on. We'll take a look from the chopper. Oh, can't get that angle. All right, let's take a look at Fire Chase then. Looks like the 11 came up. Oh, okay. We got a little bit of carnage there. Let's see if we can get a little bit better angle. Who else is involved in that? The 11, let's see, maybe the 8. Let's see if we can get a good look from the 8. as well. See if the chopper will pick up this on the 8. Back up just a hair. Okay, 2 trucks, 3 trucks went around. The 8, looks like the 11 was involved. Really hard to determine who started that. Someone get into the wall. Looked like the 11 got into the back of someone. The 51 truck got a little snaky. He got sideways. I believe it was the 26 got into his back bumper, and then the 11 got into the back end of the 26. I believe that's what happened there. And then that's when all the carnage started. Wow. That's definitely not what Zachary wanted to see. With only 3 laps to go. So right now we're looking at a green-white checker. Oh, my. Okay, so Zachary's in the lead. Kane Vandermark in the second. Marty Calvert in third. Luke Bullard in the 9 is in fourth. William Kerwin in the 81 is fifth. Ty Bostic in the 22 is sixth. Zachary Allen in the 24 is up in the 7th place. John Z in the 95 is in 8th place. Evan Amick in the 77 is in 9th. And Jeff Nairn has broken into the top 10 in his 27 car. So looking at it back a little bit, Philip Beaver, he dropped all the way back to 18th. Stephen Kirby's in 27th. Wow, he dropped way back. Let's see, David... John Ledger's back in 14th place. Wes Gallows back in 24th. Greg Stone's in 36th, and he's out, unfortunately. Craig Bridge, 94, he's back in 15th. Eric Olson in the 64, he's back in 25th. So a lot of these guys have been at the back of the pack. They've been up to the front of the pack. Now they're at the back of the pack. They seem to be all over the board. So lights should be going off the pace truck this time around. That'll take us down to 1 to go. They should be pairing up here side by side. That is correct. The lights are off on the pace truck. Everyone's getting in their respective lines. Riding along in Zachary's car behind the pace truck. So we have Kane Vandermark on the outside this time. He's been doing a lot of time pushing Zachary. Does he have anything for Zachary when he's beside him when the green flag drops? That will be the question. Because it looks like he has the 9 right behind him pushing, Luke Bullard, pushing onto the 4. But Zachary has Marty Calvert giving him a big push. But behind Marty is the 81 of William Kerwin. So we have a bunch of fast trucks all at the front of this pack running for a green-white checker. Again, hang on to your seats because this could be anyone's game. Zachary's got a good fast truck. But a lot of things could happen here in the next few minutes. We're just going to hold on to our hats, wait and see. Lights are off on the pace truck. The pace truck is coming around. It's going to be pulling into the pits. Pace truck's off. Maybe for the last time. Here we go. Green, green, green. Let's get her done, boys. Keep her green and clean and clean. Ah, can't even talk anymore. We're going to see if they can keep it green and clean. Oh, they can't. They can't. That's a big one. That's a big one right off the bat. Caution is out. Let's see. Who was it? We're going into 27. We'll go back to 27. Take a look. See if we can get a good view of this. What's going on? Jump up in the chopper. Get an overhead view. There are trucks everywhere. There are trucks, just a carnage. Just a used car parking lot here. Let's see if we can find out where this all began. Looked like the 24. Let's jump into the 24 then. All right. Oh, we got one going a little bit snaky into the 24. 95 get into the 24. Double zeros into it. The 90s into it. 07 West Gallows into it. 99's into it. Oh, man. Everybody's into it. That was quite the accident. Let's see if we can get a different angle from it. Back it up a little bit more. No, that's not the angle that I wanted. Let's see if I can get a little bit better. Here we go. Just trucks flying everywhere. 24 is up. 95, 00, 66, the 50, 94. Everyone looks like they got a piece of this one. Wow. Just wow. Got a lot of good trucks back there. They might have been able to do something. Didn't look good at all. All right, let's go back up with the leader. So that's not what Zachary wanted to see. Marty, Kane, Luke, William, Ty. None of these guys wanted to see that all happening behind them with 3 laps to go. So we're going to take another shot at a green-white checker. I believe we have 3 shots at it this evening. But we will soon find out. That could have been a broadcaster curse. I said keep it clean and green, but they got down and dirty instead. What you gonna do? It's Daytona. Everybody's hungry. Everybody wants that win. So once again, for your top 10, you have the 5, Zachary Ward. Then you have Marty Calvert in the 16. Kane Vandermark in the 4 in the 3rd position. Luke Bullard in the 9 in the 4th position. William Curran in the 81 in the 5th. Ty Bostic in the 22 in the 6th position. Evan Amick in the 77 in the 7th position. Brandon Fielder in the 39 in the 8th position. John Ledger, he's back up into the top 10 in 9th position. And Jeffrey Belk in the 55, rounding out your top 10. And I'm sure every one of these top 10 drivers are saying, no more, let's just go racing. I want to go home and have some pizza and beer. What do you think? I haven't seen much on Twitch. I haven't seen much at all on YouTube. So what do you guys think out there? Who's going to win this? Is Zachary going to take this away? Is Kane going to get a jump? Maybe William will come back up? John Ledger, I know someone's out there looking for you to win, John. Let's see how many trucks will actually make it to the start-finish line. Doesn't look like there's anyone still on pit lane. Although we do have 3 trucks out. We have 1 truck that is 2 laps down. Everyone else seems to be racing. So let's just see what happens. Looks like the 16's riding on the apron. I don't know if he's trying to conserve fuel or not. Riding flat. Looks like the lights are out on the pace truck. We're on the back stretch. The lights are off. 1 lap to green. It'll be another green-white checker. Zachary Ward is on the inside. Kane Vandermark is on the outside in the 4. Who's going to get the push to the front? Who's going to survive the next 3 laps? We could have a major wreck at the front of the pack. None of these guys could make it. Or maybe we'll stay green and everyone will make it home. Let's see how much damage they do before the end of this race. They've got 3 laps to decide. What are they going to do? All right, guys, let's not be too crazy with this. Everyone's nice and tight. The pack is all tightened up. Pace truck is off. Let's do it one more time. Green, green, green. Let's go for it. Everyone's looking. A lot of people looking. Zachary got a good lead, being pushed by the 16. Kane is on the outside, hoping to get a shove. He wants to get up there. The 16 and the 81 are pushing the 5. We got a real good run going between the 3 of them. The 4 is hoping that the 9's going to be able to get on his back bumper, give him a good shove. Let's look at Zachary's windshield. He's coming to the green. 1 to go. Oh, that's it. He's got the 1 to go. Zachary's right in the lead. Marty Calvert in the back. But he's running back and forth. Oh! They're going to wreck. Nope, no, they maintained it. I'm surprised. Oh, no, they're wrecking now, but that's okay. Zachary's racing to the finish. Zachary, Kane's on his back bumper. Kane wants to do something. Can he do something with it at all? He's hoping to get a push. He tried. Oh, Kane's got right. He wrecks at the start-finish line as well. Zachary gets it. Zachary got it going across. So it's Zachary, Kane, Luke, William, and Ty is the top 5. Wow, what a race. What a race. I am amazed. I would have thought that they were going to wreck again. I have no idea. Man, that was just a crazy race. So first place goes to Zachary Ward. Second place goes to Kane Vandermark. Third goes to Luke Bullard. William Curran comes in 4th. Ty Bostic comes in 5th. Evan Amick comes in 6th. Marty Calvert, he was up there at the front, but he finished up in 7th position. Jeffrey Belk in the 8th car, or the 8th position in the 55 car. John Ledger, he did finish 9th. He is in the top 10. And Brian Swoop, he made himself get into the 10th position. So that was your top 10 cars. All righty. Wow. That was a race. Let's just focus on the leader here now. Let's watch Zach Berner down for a little bit. He's just going to have fun with it. Ha ha ha. That was a heck of a race, ladies and gentlemen. That was a lot of fun to watch, a lot of fun to broadcast. Let's see if we can catch up with a few of the top 5 leaderboard drivers. See if I can bring them all up here. See if they're all in the chat channel as of yet. We have a couple of people up in the waiting room at the moment, waiting for a couple more to jump in. There's Ty. Just waiting for... Hey, Ty, you got a copy of Art and up here in the booth?
Hey, how's it going? I got you.
Yeah. Walk us through those last final laps. What was going through your mind in the draft there, man?
Just trying to keep it in line and keep my car alive. That's about all you can do on the super speedways.
Oh yeah, I love super speedways myself. That's my favorite track to drive. But I'll tell you what, if you don't have the draft, you got nothing, right?
Yeah, that's for sure. So you're the opposite of me. I absolutely despise super speedways.
Right on. So, what lane or move would be the biggest difference for your finish? Do you think if you had to change lanes, you would have been better, or do you think you were safe where you were?
Nah, the top line probably had the most momentum, so that's why I ended up the last couple of restarts. I try to be on the bottom most of the race because that's usually where it's going to be the most safe. Usually more people are a little stable, more patient on the bottom, and you also got the exit to the apron if you need it. But anytime you really need to go, if you got some people pushing on the outside, that was the place to be, and that's where I ended up being on the last couple of restarts. So I ended up picking up a few spots through there.
Right on. Yeah, I noticed that myself there that the outside line was definitely the line of choice for sure for a lot of people that were up front. That was the one that they were picking every time they did a restart. Have you got anything to say to any of your fans or any of your friends or that might be watching here tonight?
Oh yeah, I just appreciate everybody putting this on. Zach and everybody else behind the scenes that helps them put it on. It's always a great time running the league. I've only run with a group a couple times, so they're always a good group of guys to run with. So I appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. Look forward to doing it the rest of the season.
Right on, right on. Well, I'm new myself. I'm just starting to broadcasting for them, so we're new together, buddy. We'll see what we
That's
can do
right.
make in the league, bud.
That's right. I'm looking forward to spending the season with you.
Right on, right on. All right, man. I'm gonna put you back down in the waiting room. Thank you very much for the interview, and I'll go grab somebody else.
Sounds good.
Good fifth place finish, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll take it.
Hey, William, got a copy?
Yeah.
How was that last lap coming across the line?
Oh, dude, I don't know, man. I just closed my eyes and held the wheel.
Yeah, that sounds like Daytona. That's about all you can do, right?
Yeah, I just got stuck down on the bottom, and I was just kind of at the mercy of everybody else. And
Yeah, right on.
you can try on forward, but guys on the outside, they're just going to side draft the piss out of you, and you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, right on. You were doing really well. You were up there for 90% of the race, all the laps. You were always in top 5 or pretty darn handy to it.
Yeah, just some things kind of fell apart, and I lost a few positions, and then ended up having to restart on the inside, and I just couldn't ever get back to the top. If I could have got back to the top, I feel like I'd have been fine, because then I could kind of dictate where I wanted to go from there. But when you're on the bottom and you got a row of cars on the outside of you, you're just down there.
Yeah, right on. Did you have any teammates or any friends up there with you, or were you just basically by yourself hoping for the best?
Well, I mean, Ty and Luke, they're affiliate teammates. Southern E Motorsports consists of about 9 to 12 drivers, and we're split up into 4 teams. So I mean, they're on the same team, so they're going to try to.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, it's always hard to find a good drafting partner, and then when you do find one, sometimes they go away on you too. Yeah, well, this is it. You get the big ones out of the way first, and then you kind of get into a rhythm after that. There you go. All right, man. Thanks for coming up and joining me there in the booth. We'll talk to you next week, probably. Hey, Kane, you got a copy? Not too bad, man. I'll tell you what. I was watching you there. You were at the top of the field there for the last bit of the race. There, you were doing good. I didn't know whether it was going to be you or Zachary. Right on. How does finishing second now? How does that line you up for Atlanta next week? Must give you a little bit of confidence going into that. Yeah, right on, right on. Yeah, yeah. So, did you find you had any drafting help, or I guess you were going against your partner, weren't you? Yeah, right on. Yeah, well, yeah, I'll tell you what, there was a lot of accidents going on behind you. I guess you were just lucky that you were ahead of everything that was happening in the back. Well, sometimes being at Daytona, it's all about luck, without a doubt. Anyway, man, that's right. That's right. Anyway, man, good talking to you there. I'm going to grab onto the Zach and bring him on up. All right. Thank you. Well, Zachary, you seem to make it back to the front of the pack. That was pretty. I'll tell you what, there was a lot of accidents, a lot of stuff going on. You were always ahead of it. You were always in front of the pile of all the trouble. Right on. Well, tell us about that last few laps there. I mean, what was going through your head? I'm sure that you're looking at all these fast trucks right beside you, behind you. And, you had to be thinking like, stop with the cautions. I'm in the lead. Don't call out another caution, right? Right on. Yeah. You think drafting is going to be an issue there for next week at Atlanta? You think that's going to be an issue, or it's never the same as Daytona, obviously, but it, what do you think? Yeah, it'd be another typical 1.5. Got to protect that right front for sure. Anyway, man. All right. Well, anything else to say to any of the fans or any of the people listening there before I let you go? Right on. Well, I will tell you though, we did lose connection there for about 3 minutes. I have no idea. My entire system would stay perfectly fine, but I dropped iRacing, so I had to reload iRacing, and I have no idea what happened. But I'm definitely going to work on that and try to figure it out before next week. Not a problem. Not a problem. All right, man. Well, I'll let you back down with your crewmates, and yeah, we'll see you next week. Right on. You too. All right. Well, that's it from Daytona. There's your winners. There's your leaders. Top five. We seem to misplace the third place car. I guess he jumped out before we had a chance to bring him up into the broadcast booth. Again, we had a couple technical difficulties, but I do apologize for that. And hopefully we'll have all the bugs worked out before next weekend. We'll be back next Thursday night at Atlanta. It should be a heck of a race. If it's anything like this race tonight, it should be a lot of fun. All right. See you in a week. Talk to you later.